Good morning, Year 2, and happy Friday. It's Friday, the 29th of January 2021, and today is our 5th lesson on 2D shapes. And we've got another week next week of looking at 2D shapes, but I think today's lesson is a lovely lesson, all about sorting shapes. So could you find your Maths No Problem textbook 2B, page 60 for lesson 5. And today you're going to get to apply your learning on understanding of the properties of 2D shapes to sort them into different groups. And I think you're going to be really successful at this today. Let's take a look at our In Focus task together. Look at these shapes. So we've got 8 shapes, children, which you should recognise now. Lulu says, can you name the shapes? I'm sure you can. You might want to pause the video and just double check you know the name of each shape, and don't get tricked by shapes that have been rotated a little bit or tilted to one side or the other. Okay, and remember, to help you, you can always add the sides and vertices and think about which shape has those properties. Okay, you're asked then, can you sort them? So you might sort them into 2 groups according to their different properties. We could even sort them into 3 groups. If you want to do that independently now, then pause the video and have a go at sorting the shapes into 2 or maybe 3 groups according to one or other of their properties. So you might choose to sort them according to the number of sides, for example. Okay, if you want to continue with me, okay, let's see how these shapes could have been sorted. Firstly, Amira sorted them into 3 groups according to the number of sides that they had. So here she's put all the 3-sided shapes, okay, which are all triangles, into this box. All the 4-sided shapes, okay, which can be called quadrilaterals. Okay, so they are all quadrilaterals, but they do have other names as well, don't they, children? So we've got squares and rectangles in this group of 4-sided shapes, and then just one on its own in the 6-sided shape. Can you remember the name of the 6-sided 2D shape here? Yes, it's a hexagon. So there you go. Amira has successfully sorted the shape according to their number of sides. Oh, but look at this table. Okay, so it says Ravi sorted the shapes by the number of vertices. Remember that from lesson 2, that word? Okay, and Ruby asks us, what shapes belong to each group? Again, if you'd like to do this independently, you can pause the video. If not, you can carry on with me. So let's have a little look at the shapes. We're sorting them by vertices, so we need to count, don't we, the number of vertices that each shape has. So let's start with this pink one. 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. So I'm going to move that into this box. More than 3 vertices. Okay, and then I'm going to count the vertices on my second shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another shape that needs to go into this box. What about this shape, children? Okay, can you count the vertices with me? 1, 2, 3. So this one is the first one to go into this box. And so we keep going. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Didn't quite press hard enough, did I? So that goes here. And our next shape, counting the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this shape got more than 3. Oh, come on, we want some more in this box. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. So this blue triangle can go over here. And then we have our pink. 1, 2, 3. Another triangle. And the last shape here. Count the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one fits there. Okay, I'm just going to clear off all those dots from the screen, and we've helped Ravi sort the shape by the number of vertices, haven't we? So that was another way we could have sorted those shapes from the in focus task. We've got one more way. Emma sorted them like this. Oh, so she's already sorted them. We don't have to sort them for Emma, but we're asked how has she done it? So what label could we give to each of these boxes? She's got one pink triangle all on its own here, and all the other shapes in this box here. Now try and remember back to the lesson earlier in the week. Think about that pink triangle, because I think we've had that pink triangle before. Yes, I know. You've remembered it was a lesson on symmetry. So what can you see, children, about these shapes which are different to this shape? I can hear you. Yes, these shapes are all symmetrical. They all have at least one line of symmetry, but this shape is not symmetrical. You could not fold that shape exactly in half, but these shapes you can. In fact, you can fold some of them more than one way, couldn't you? Because they have more than one line of symmetry. I found this new tool here, which I'm going to use to help me draw my lines of symmetry. Okay, here we go. Much straighter than Mrs. Ede's been drawing them with the pen. Do you see? So I'm finding at least one line of symmetry in all of these shapes to prove that Emma has sorted them correctly. But there are plenty of lines of symmetry to choose from, I can assure you, children, those shapes. That was not quite right, is it? Oh, see if I can adjust it. Maybe I can't, no, but you can see those lines seem a lot straighter than Mrs. Ede was drawing them earlier in the week. Okay, so now those shapes could have been sorted in several different ways, as we've seen. So let's look at the guided practice today. Again, if you want to do this independently in your workbooks, you may. If not, we'll work through them together. It says, how are the shapes sorted? And we have to write in this box here how we think the shapes are sorted, according to which property. I'm going to look at this first one. I think there is more than one way of sorting those shapes. I wonder what you've come up with. Okay, could say these are squares and these are circles, so we've sorted them according to their shape. What about the number of sides or the number of vertices? I think there's more than one right answer there, don't you, children? What about the second set of shapes? How have they been sorted? Oh, I wonder, could it be number of sides? Could it be number of vertices? Okay, if we look at the number of sides, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are there any threes in there to trick? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could be sides, but it could also be vertices, because these have all got 3 vertices, and these have also all got 4. So you could decide, children, for yourself, couldn't you, how they've been sorted. What about this last set? It's not sides, because look, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it can't be sides. In any case, that one's got 3 and that one's got 4 and that one's got 5. So it's not sides, is it, corners? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not. Oh, what other term have we learned this week? Terminology when we've been looking at 2D shapes. That's right. Lines of symmetry. So could it be that, children? Yes. Let me show you. So the shapes in this box only have one line of symmetry. Just the one. But the shapes in this set have more than one. So our rectangle, let me undo that. It wasn't quite central, I don't think. Okay, we've got 2 on our square. Don't you love my straight lines now, children? How many lines of symmetry we've got on our square? And then we've got this special triangle here. Okay, I don't know if you spotted this triangle has 3 lines because all its sides are the same length, and we can fold it in those 3 different ways. And what about the hexagon? Wow, I don't know if I can fit all the lines of symmetry on without you being able to see. So we could go horizontal or vertical, but then we've got, we can go from that point to that point, and that point to that point, and then we can go here, and we can go here. I think that should be 6 lines of symmetry. Let's see if Mrs. E's made 6 lines of symmetry there. Oh, okay. You can see if there are 6 by using this tool here. So when I undo, we'll see them be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put them back again. 1 line of symmetry, 2 lines of symmetry, 3 lines of symmetry, 4 lines of symmetry, 5 lines of symmetry, 6 lines of symmetry on our hexagon. So how were they sorted? According to their lines of symmetry. Okay, so children, now you should be ready for completing worksheet 5, pages 51 to 52. Shall we have a little look at what they look like? I'll read the text for you to help you get started. Look at the shapes below, sort them and fill in the letters to A to H in the tables below. So we've got to sort these shapes according to the properties outlined in the table. Okay, so the first way we have to sort them is according to the number of sides, and instead of having to draw them, we just write the letter that represents the shape. Let me show you with this first box here. Sort the shapes by the number of sides. So let's look at shape A. 1, 2, 3 sides. So shape A would go in this box, the 3-sided shapes. Look at shape B. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. So shape B would go in this box. Shape C, sides, remember, we're sorting according to sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So shape C would also go in a second box for the 4-sided shapes. I think I can leave you to complete that page of your workbook independently. And then the second page, how are these shapes sorted? So that's similar to our guided practice. You have to look at the shapes, think about our properties, how many sides, how many vertices, how many lines of symmetry, and see if you can sort those shapes accordingly. Okay. I hope you enjoy doing this, and I hope you have a lovely end of the week, Friday, and a super duper weekend. Thank you, children.